Hey guys, Riddlebox here with Jackalmen Games. I'm going to show you how to use the new Argent Saga website to build your own custom decks to put into Tabletop Simulator that you can then test, alter, and change and share with the community. So let me know what you think about this video. If it was helpful, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe our channel for more content just like this. Alright guys, so let's begin. So before we actually go to the website and actually show you guys how the deck builder and stuff works and how we import it into TTS, I want you guys to make a shortcut on your desktop, go to your start menu and go to your documents. Okay, so inside your documents here, you're going to see a folder called My Games. Go inside My Games folder and you'll see Tabletop Simulator. Go inside that and you'll see where it says Saves, and this is what we're looking for. Once you go into Saves, you're going to see a folder called Saved Objects. What that is inside TTS, you can take .json files and import them into your saved objects and then access them inside TTS or Tabletop Simulator. So we're going to go back one step here and we're going to take this folder that says Saved Objects and we're going to right click and we're going to hit Send to Desktop. Now what we're going to do here, and let's close out of our folder here, we're going to put this folder on the desktop because what this allows us to do is easily navigate to that folder without going through all those previous steps that we went through earlier. So what we're going to do is now we're going to skip into the website portion and we're going to go to the deck builder website. So as you guys see here, we're going to ArgentSagaDecks.com. I'm going to put that there on the screen so you guys can see a little bigger. And you'll see here all the decks that are listed. And these are decks that people have made and uploaded that's public. Now this website is fairly new, so there's not a lot here. There's like 10 entries available at this point. But the deck that I want to show you guys is the deck that Fortune Voyager built with Jackalmen Games. The Sylphia counter deck that he put together is listed right here. It'll show you the champion and the spirit. It'll also show you the units, the spells, and the towers that he has put together. We also have a link that's here in the description that we've added, which will bring you to the article that we have there available in Jackalmen Games that he put together on this deck. Some things he's messing around with, looking for people's thoughts and opinions. So this is something neat that you guys can access and get involved in and give us some of your input. Alright, so let's go back to the main homepage here, ArgentSagaDecks.com, and you're going to see this button called Create Deck. Now what we want to do is we want to go to the top right and we want to log in and create an account first before we do this, because we don't want to just be able to view decks and export them and import them into TTS. We want to be able to create our own decks. So we're going to create an account, we're going to log in, and we're going to click this button afterwards that says Create Deck. Now you're going to title this deck whatever you want it to be. So for example, we're going to title it Test, okay? And it's going to say paste a URL here for your actual deck. And what that means is if we go over here to the home screen again and we look here at Fortune's deck that he put together, this was assembled inside a deck builder. So if we click the deck builder link, it's going to bring you to this Argent Saga deck builder that they have put together inside this website that allows you to be able to search and find cards that you want and accumulate them on the right hand side. So you'll see here's all the actual cards inside Fortune's deck that he put together. And we were able to do that by assembling each card. So we can search, let's say we want to type in a search for Rayo and we're looking for the Daredevil, right? So we can click on that and we can add it to the list. So if you look here, there's the Daredevil added. If we click on it twice, now we can add it 3 times, and it's going to bump it up to the top of the list because it's sorted by the count of the highest first. So if we click this X, there we go, we removed 1, 2, and then now it's 1 more remaining, so it dropped it down the list, click the X, and now it's no longer on the list. What it does is it basically uses this website to accumulate all these cards that you search for, whether you go by the actual categories that they're in or you search the name. And once you do that, it'll give you a link here at the top. So if we go back to this deck builder, the part that we're looking at here where we would actually go in and build this deck, okay, so let's go back to the home page, Create Deck, and we type this in. It's looking for that URL that we just created. Now, when we're making our first deck, we're going to call this Test again, for example. We're going to click here, and it gives you a blank slate. So as before, where you saw Fortune's deck, where they're all here on the right, and I showed you how to add cards, you essentially are doing the same thing. You're just starting with a blank slate. So you would go in here and you would select your champion, and you would go into here and you'd select your spirit. Then you would go in your units, spells, augments, towers, and shards. Now, if you already know what you want to build and it's something you're trying to construct here that you can play in TTS, simply type in all the cards that you're looking for in the search in the top. Very simple. So once you've created the deck that you want, and we're going to go back to Fortune's deck, once we've assembled all this, you simply go to Tabletop Simulator Import. And what this means is going to download a .json file at the bottom here, and we're using Google Chrome, that we can take and import into Tabletop Simulator. So again, to recap, what we've done is we've created a deck, we've titled it, we've clicked this link to create this URL, okay? And we've also would type in our champion, the spirit, and the description of the deck, and hit create. So once you've created the deck and everything's here in place, and again, we have the .json file by clicking the Tabletop Simulator import, we're now going to take this .json file and we're going to import it inside Tabletop Simulator. So it's very easy how we do this. We're going to basically go show in folder, and it's going to bring this here in our downloads. We're going to right click, we're going to copy, and we're going to go to our desktop and click that saved objects folder that we made already previously in the video on our desktop. Here I have a folder called Argent, Saga, and Star Wars Destiny. But what I'm going to do to find this easy in the video is I'm just going to right click and paste it just here in the root folder. So it's called deck3.json. That's because I've already downloaded this deck, okay, 3 times. It doesn't actually title it the deck name. Even if you do customize the name, you have to go in and edit that later. So we have the .json file created. We have it saved inside saved objects, which is inside our My Games, Tabletop Simulator, Saves and Saves object. And now what we're going to do is we're going to launch the Tabletop Simulator mod. If you guys need more help with that, make sure to click the link below. I'll show you guys how to get the Jackalmen Games mod for Argent Saga inside Tabletop Simulator and get everything working there. So if you already have Tabletop Simulator installed and you already have everything ready to go inside TTS, then you're simply just going to launch Tabletop Simulator and launch the mod. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so here we are. We're going to launch the Argent Saga mod by Jackalmen Games, and we're going to load this up. Now we have the mod fresh and new, ready to be played on. We're going to go to Objects, we're going to go to Save Objects, and there is the deck titled 3 that we're going to drag over onto the table. And if you look here, if we pull the items out of the bag by left-clicking and dragging it over, you'll see it will separate the shards from the actual champion and spirit, and the third item in the bag is going to be the deck itself, which is pretty awesome. So if we right-click and we go to Search, it actually will show you all the cards and the counts, and it's still all searchable. So they have done an amazing job with this website. The .json files are coded perfectly. The website's laid out great. They've minimized some of the steps here, and I'm sure the website's only going to get better. There's already some adjustments that's already has been made since we originally saw this website go live a few days ago. So if you guys are interested in importing these .json files, this is the best way to do this. It's very simple. It's very easy. You guys can see that. And then now we have everything together. So you'll see that we can put the champion and the spirit back together. We have our shards here, and we have our deck. So if we just put these back in the bag, as you guys see here, and right click on the bag, and on the name portion, type in what you want to call it. So we're going to call this Fortune. Okay. And then we're going to go to Save Objects. And inside the root folder, okay, you can make customized folders and things of that sort, but inside the root folder, we're just going to title this Fortune, which we've already done. It has the name already displayed here, and hit Save. So if we were to delete this bag, okay, and go into our objects and go back into our saved objects, you'll see that now, instead of it saying Deck 3, now it's actually titled with a custom name that we desire here on the game. So as you guys can see, now all you have to do is simply go to a deck that you like, click on it, go to the deck builder link, go to Tabletop Simulator, and there's the deck. So now I can try this deck out. So it's an awesome way of just quickly going through different decks that you want to try out that are already pre-built, or building your own, and simply just take that link and share it around. So if we were to copy this link and post it inside like a Discord chat or in any browser whatsoever, it's going to quickly link you back to this deck construction. So I hope this video is helpful. Tried to walk you guys through just some basic steps on how to create the deck, how to save the deck, import it, and make an account inside this awesome Argent Saga deck builder website, and then how to import them as a saved object inside TTS. So if you guys have any more questions, make sure to communicate to us through the Jackalmen Games Discord channel, our Facebook page, our website, or even just commenting on this video. So hopefully you guys like this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what else we can do for the community. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the link below to join our Jackalmen Games Discord channel, where you can be a part of this amazing community. If you'd like to support Jackalmen Games, click the link below to check out our Patreon. See you guys there.